Taurus, what it do? Welcome to my channel. Interesting story. I actually recorded your videos yesterday and the extended didn't make it onto the memory card. So you're getting a brand new reading for today. Again, welcome to my channel. Today's reading is going to be a reading for January 2021. A couple orders of business. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. In fact, if you could do that right now, I would really appreciate it. Really helps out my channel and the YouTube algorithm. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, the reading resonates, it doesn't, please leave those in the comment section. I'll be sure to check those out this month. And if you have information about any of the decks that I'm using, or you want information about any of the decks that I'm using, you want to follow me on social media, or you want to donate to the channel, that information is in the description box below. I'll be getting some overarching energy from the Untethered Souls deck. Without further ado, Taurus, let's get into this reading. Okay. This is about freeing yourself. The purpose of spiritual evolution is to remove blockages that cause fear. I had a dream about fears last night, so this is really interesting. How much fears hold us back. I think like the human mind can sometimes be very can try to convince us that our fears are somehow saving us or helping us. And a lot of times, I think we really have to look at the things that we fear and how they motivate us, how we allow our human brain to sort of get in the way of what the divine, what the higher powers, what our guides want us to be doing or want us to be seeing. So really interesting message for you, Taurus. Okay, underneath the deck we have the Knight of Wands. So a lot of passionate energy here. Somebody coming in very passionately, taking action in passion. Underneath the deck we have the Three of Swords in the recent past, the Seven, the Chariot, and the Ten of Wands. We have the Two of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Swords in the present, and in the future, Ten of Cups, the Magician, and the Ace of Pentacles. So something good is coming in for you, Taurus. I think you're coming out of a time, kind of a difficult time. In the past, there's heartache, heartbreak. So I don't know if this has to do with a person, if somebody broke your heart. It looks like you are very rapidly rushing towards an ending, or maybe this already happened. So some sort of heartache led you to take definitive action and move toward an ending pretty quickly here. But this is looking ultimately victorious. In your present, you have the Two of Swords, so having a hard time possibly making a decision. You may be at a crossroads where you're thinking about something. Again, the Two of Swords, you have the Two of Swords and the Three of Swords in this reading, where the Two is below the Three here. So something about this heartbreak has left you a little bit blocked, possibly, not wanting to make a decision that's necessary. I think it's leaving you with the energy of resting, which I think is great. Particularly, again, this, we have the 2, 3, and the 4 of Swords here. So I think this is Libra energy, actually. 2, 3, 4. They're 2, 3, 4 of Swords. So Four of Swords, resting here, resting and recovering after a hard time. And the lesson here is there's going to be a new message that comes in for you, Taurus, possibly a text, an email, something like that. But it starts a new beginning, starts a new thought process for you. So take this time. It's seeming like you have all swords in the present. Lots of swords already. Actually, in the past and the present, you have 5 swords out of 6 cards, and then the Chariot as a major influence that's coming in. So I think somebody may have this passionate action that has been taken towards you, or that you've taken towards somebody else, has sort of left you in your head a little bit. So I would look at the gifts that are coming out of this. I've looked at the lessons that you've learned from this situation, whatever it was, and really look towards the new that's coming in for you, particularly after you rest and recover. So take this time and take as long as you need to rest and recover as you move forward in your life. Okay, in the near future, lots of really good cards here. We have the 10 of Cups, so lots of happiness coming in, emotional fulfillment, success, emotional abundance really coming in for you. This is followed by the Magician. The Magician card showing up right underneath the Four of Swords. So whatever rest and recovery you're doing, and whatever you've learned, whatever you're learning or whatever's coming in terms of the thoughts that you have, is showing you more about what you want. And perhaps what's coming in the future is you understanding that you want more of a abundant relationship here, more of a more happiness, more emotional fulfillment, and perhaps maybe less passion, something longer lasting than the passion that comes with just the wands, right? That can be a lot of times like sex or like hookups or like just things that are more fleeting and less emotionally fulfilling. I do tend to caution with the 10 of Cups. This tends to be an overabundance of emotion. And remember, emotions ebb and flow as they come in and out of our life. So anytime I see these extreme highs, I also caution or also think about taking time from these extreme emotional highs, because a lot of times we can get attached to this and we can try to manifest being happy all the time, and that's just not the human experience. So be careful there. You have 2 aces in this spread. You also have the Ace of Pentacles, so seeing lots of like new beginnings, lots of potential for success, lots of things that are potentially starting. It seems like you are manifesting new beginnings in terms of your money, in terms of your work, in terms of your household, focusing on what you are trying to build in terms of like legacy, in terms of what you're trying to carry on, what will have staying power, really kind of really passionately moving away from this energy of action for action's sake and moving towards something that where you can establish roots and really build something long term here. So great energy, Taurus. I do want to go ahead and clarify this 3 of Swords in the recent past. So what is going on with this 3 of Swords in the recent past? Some sort of heartache occurred or heartbreak occurred. Yeah. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse, Death in reverse, and the 8 of Pentacles. So I think some sort of idea of a marriage or some sort of marriage may have ended. I'm seeing the death of a marriage or the transformation of like a marriage or a commitment or a relationship. It's allowed you, somebody may have been focusing really heavily on their work, which ended this relationship, or because of the ending of this thing, whatever it is, somebody is focused more on their work and the things that they need to bring into the world, and it's forcing this ending, or it moved towards this ending. Clarify the Chariot in the recent past, this energy of moving quickly towards something. We have the World in reverse, the 6 of Cups, and the Justice in reversed. So moving pretty quickly towards resolution, however, or moving towards an ending, like a dry cut. The World is upside down and Justice is upside down. So as you move away from this thing, this heartache, whatever it was, and move towards endings, be careful not to cut things off where we hold resentment. When we cut things off, or we feel stabbed in the back, or we stab somebody else in the back, what we do oftentimes is we create a lot of resentment for ourselves, and we don't actually let go of the thing that we meant to let go of. We kind of hold on to the heartache, and it carries into new situations. So be careful there, Taurus. You do have, again, the Four of Swords, so you're resting and recovering from this situation. It is showing up in line with the heartbreak that's going on, or that has passed, and also the ending that has passed, so recovering from that. But the world is upside down, and so is the justice. So I don't think there was a proper ending to this situation. So really look at that. You may have ran away from a situation, or somebody may have ran away from you, and you're going to want that situation. You know, karma works. Karma works. So if it's something that you haven't necessarily healed from, it's going to come back to you. So make sure you're ending your situations in a good way. Let's clarify the Two of Swords and the current. So some sort of decision that needs to be made. Magician, the Chariot, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So somebody may have been untruthful to you, or you may have been untruthful to somebody else. And you, what you've manifested is the ability to move on, to go into rest. This is probably a lesson that you learned in the past, previously. How do I recover from heartache? Well, I know how to get out of situations. I know how to get out, basically. When somebody's being untruthful to me, I know how to get out. But really think about that, Taurus. Think about how you deal with untruths and how you end things. Again, being able to leave, I think, is great, and being able to move towards rest and recovery is great, and being able to find, but being able to find your truth is going to heal this situation and not have it come back into your life. Let's clarify the happiness that's coming in for you in the near future. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So you're building something that has the potential for a lot of success. I think you're also aware that anyone that offers you this type of energy, this fleeting, passionate, probably fun, but ultimately not long-lasting energy, could create tower moments in your life. So I think you're rejecting that, and there's a lot of illumination coming in terms of learning how to create more sustained emotional fulfillment in your life, and that this is a big thing. You're not going to quite expect where this energy is coming from. I think somebody's going to offer you their Ace of Wands, and you might reject it just because the feeling of being offered an Ace of Wands is probably not the energy that you're trying to bring into your life at the moment. Let's look at what's coming in with this Ace of Pentacles. It looks like something is starting. We have the Sun, the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Wands. So lots of happiness, whatever this is with this situation. Again, we have another wand in reverse here. So you're not looking to offer up any passion at the moment, Taurus, any sort of just passionate, flirtatious, fleeting, even though this is like, you know, the Queen of Wands is the mature aspect of this, it's still a very passionate energy. In the Rider-Waite deck, she's the only queen that has her legs open. So this is showing up in reverse with you. And I think what you would rather have, what would make you more happy, is just more communication, more talking, more energy of messages, so that you can understand if the people or the person or the opportunities, the businesses, the jobs that you're bringing into your life will give you more sustained happiness. Okay, Taurus, I'm going to continue on in the extended. I want to see what the outcome of this situation is going to be. I want to see what happens with this Ace of Pentacles, and where we are going in terms of your next steps in this situation. If you want to join me in the extended, there's a description box. There's a link in the description box below. Oh my God. There's a link in the description box below. Otherwise, again, please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you next time.